This is by far the strongest Titan build I have used in Destiny 2. It is absolutely disgusting. This is Master Raid, the Master Root of Nightmares, the pinnacle of hard content at the moment in Destiny, and this build makes this look like an absolute joke. You can control everything, freeze everything, blow everything up, and just have, like I said, infinite suspensions like so, hanging these enemies up like a pair of soiled underpants on your washing line. Absolutely disgusting. Look at the state of that. Oh, that class ability going to pop back in a second. Just keep an eye on that class ability. You're going to have infinite suspensions and create an absolute crap ton of orbs for your teammates as well. The build is going to consist of 2 exotics, the Abeyant Leap for infinite suspensions, and the new raid exotic shotgun, the conditional finality. These two paired together give you ultimate domination, ultimate control in every type of content that you do, whether it's lost sectors, master raids, master stuff, legendary story modes, or if you just want to go and have a mess around, you're going to create loads and loads of explosions and again create infinite suspensions. So conditional finality, dual barrels split into stasis and solar damage. So the first shot is stasis, the second shot is solar. The stasis freezes, the solar one causes the ignitions. As long as you land nearly all the stasis pellets or nearly all the solar pellets, them two effects will take place, whether it's freezing or ignitions. And then the Abeyant Leap, Drenga's Lash spawns 2 additional projectiles, tracks targets more aggressively and travels further, and you gain woven mail every time you suspend targets. Pair that with Drenga's Lash and you're absolutely golden. Like I said, every time you suspend something with these, you're going to get the woven mail, which is a 60% damage reduction. But here is the shotgun, controlling champions like child's play. It's absolutely insane. Freezing just to stop them running at you, and then your ignition to cause the unstoppable burst as well. It's really strong. The shotgun on its own, the damage is pretty nice anyway, and then you're going to get them effects as well. Absolutely dispatches that fella. It sends him underground, sends him right underground. Look at that. Don't know what happened, but he's gone. So the Abeyant Leaps are really strong for suspension, but again, I know I touched on this earlier, but gaining that woven mail, that 60% damage reduction every time you suspend something. Now the thing is with that as well, every time you suspend something, just getting that 60% reduction is absolutely massive. You can see here I'm taking loads of damage. That woven mail is giving me loads and loads of protection, so you can literally get up close with your shotgun, pick targets off if there's a group of enemies nearby, get into the single target, and then your ignition is going to kill 3 or 4 enemies at a time. You got that woven mail pretty much all of the time with the 100 resilience. You get that back quick, but I've also got some other fragments that give you loads and loads of class ability back as well, so I'll break that down as we go. But 2 really important fragments are Thread of Mind and Thread of Continuity. Thread of Mind, defeating suspended targets, grants class ability energy. That works perfectly really well with the Abeyant Leap. And then Thread of Continuity, suspend, unravel, lasts longer. Thread of Generation, dealing damage, generates grenade energy. And Thread of Propagation, powered melee final blows, grant your strand weapons unraveling rounds. Now this is perfect. If you just look at the state of that class ability coming back, it's absolutely insane. That is the Thread of Mind working perfectly with the Abeyant Leap and the shotgun, because you'll notice they're frozen, they're suspended, and they're exploded. So as long as they're in that close radius, get that down, get your barricade down, suspend them, get them all together, kill them all in one go, and you're just going to get massive chunks of your class ability coming back. As well as running the primary shotgun, I really like to run a strand heavy weapon to take advantage of some of the artifact perks this season. Specifically, Untangler, destroying a tangle with strand weapon suspends targets damaged by the explosion. That one works really nice with a strand heavy weapon. And then Threaded Blast, destroying a tangle with a strand weapon creates a larger and more damaging explosion, and then on top of that, I also like to run Thread of Propagation, powered melee final blows, grant your strand weapons unraveling rounds. Unraveling rounds and all the tangles stuff going on, that's another suspension sort of part of the build as well. And then another thing to sort of mention as well is if you suspend them by shooting that tangle, that will proc your woven mail from the Abeyant Leap, so you don't have to use your Abeyant Leap to get the woven mail, sorry. So that's a really nice little thing to know about, just having that woven mail from the suspension from the tangle as well. Circular logic or the raid grenade launcher is a really good pairing to have in your heavy slot. I really like this machine gun. Machine guns are in a really nice spot at the moment, so that had been my third choice weapon in my heavy slot. And you just see some examples now of me getting the unraveling rounds and the everything else going on. It's really nice, especially them unraveling rounds. Once you've got them going, that's just like an added bonus. We've all seen how good unraveling rounds are on a warlock. Just having that on a titan with your heavy as well as everything else going on is really good. Like I said, just to touch on one more time, suspending enemies with the tangles also will proc your woven mail, as you can see there. So that's just another added bonus with the Abeyant leap exotics. Just having that 60% damage reduction, whether it's from your class ability or shooting a tangle, is extremely handy, especially in harder content. Now, another thing I always focus on most of my builds is stacking some weapon surges. Strand surge obviously for my strand heavy weapon, but you can pick whatever you want. Now, the way I do this, I run a couple of mods on most of my builds. Reaper and heavy handed is really good ones. Heavy handed, your powered melee final blows create an orb, and then I'm also running firepower. Your grenade final blows create orbs of power. And then I also like to run Font of Vigor, which gives me plus 30 strength on my build when I've got an orb, and I'm going to get loads of orbs. So Reaper, as long as you put your class ability down, which you're going to be doing a lot on this build, get a kill, that's going to spawn an orb. Now, the firepower and the heavy-handed work perfectly together, because the firepower mod does actually act as a grenade as long as you grapple onto an enemy. So that and the heavy-handed is going to spawn 2 orbs, so you've literally got 3 orbs in a few seconds. Put your class ability down, grapple on, heavy-handed, get your melee kills, and you're going to get 3 orbs. So you've constantly got a stack of your weapon surges on your legs. So that's pretty much everything in this build. I hope I explained it well enough. You've got loads of orbs, loads of woven mail, loads of extra damage on your weapons with all the orbs we created for your surges on your legs, and just pure and utter control of domination. I will also leave everything playing out like so. I will leave a dim link in the video description. Let me know what you think of this build. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.